When a dog crosses the rainbow bridge, the brain doesn't process it as just something sad happened. It often registers it as a core part of my safety system is gone. Pets don't only live in our homes, they become integrated into our nervous system. They are daily routine anchors, sources of unconditional attachment, regulators of stress, silent emotional mirrors, and physical presences tied to home, comfort, and identity. Humans bond with animals through the same attachment circuitry used for infants. That includes oxytocin for bonding and trust, dopamine for reward and joy, serotonin for emotional stability, and endorphins for calming and soothing. When a pet dies, all four can take a sudden hit. Oxytocin drops and you feel abandoned. Dopamine drops and nothing feels enjoyable. Serotonin drops and thoughts begin looping. Cortisol rises and anxiety increases. That's why people replay memories. That's why familiar sights or places can trigger vivid mental images of the pet being there. It's not simple imagination. It's the attachment system trying to restore equilibrium. The nervous system may still be running the old program. My companion exists, therefore I am safe. And now that program is destabilized. Pets often represent pure attachment. No judgment, no complicated history, no unresolved conversations, just presence. When a pet dies, the loss is layered. You lose a companion, a routine, a stress regulator, a piece of identity, and a silent witness to your life. It isn't one loss, it's many at once. That's why it can feel overwhelming. Many bereaved people report seeing their pet briefly, hearing familiar sounds, or feeling a presence. This is commonly called grief hallucination, and it's experienced by a significant percentage of grieving individuals. It is not madness. It is attachment circuitry adjusting to absence. The brain does not immediately accept that connection has ended. Edgar Cayce taught that animals possess individual soul consciousness and that bonds between humans and animals are purposeful. He suggested that attachment is not weakness but energetic memory, and that bonds continue beyond physical death. He described animals as companions in human emotional evolution, not lesser beings but participants in growth. From that perspective, grief is not simply loss. It is a transition in form. When someone encounters a familiar object or place associated with their pet and suddenly feels their presence, visual memory, muscle memory, emotional attachment, and the autonomic nervous system activate at once. For a brief moment, the body and memory overlap. It can feel like living in two timelines, the present moment and the stored attachment memory. This is grief integration happening in real time. It hurts because the nervous system is rewiring. Grief is not solved by logic. It is regulated through safety signals. Slow breathing, a hand placed over the chest, saying the pet's name out loud, or expressing gratitude can signal to the limbic system that the bond is honored and you are safe. Loving an animal deeply is not weakness. It reflects a strong capacity for attachment and empathy. When that bond shifts, the pain reflects depth, not fragility. Grief after pet loss is biological, emotional, and sometimes spiritual. It is not irrational. It is the nervous system recalibrating after losing a source of safety, regulation, and love. And that recalibration takes time, the spatial map and the missing ghost. Our brains create a sophisticated GP-style internal map of our environment. For years, your pet has been a moving coordinate on that map. Your brain literally reserves neural real-on estate for where the dog usually lies, the sound of their nails on the hardwood, or the weight of them on the bed. When they pass, the brain continues to ping those coordinates. When no data returns, it creates a prediction error. This is why you might walk into the kitchen and automatically step over a spot where the dog used to lay, even weeks later. Your motor cortex is still running the avoid the dog subroutine. This isn't just a habit, it's your brain's spatial memory refusing to let go of a physical reality that no longer exists. 2. The loss of the external regulator. Many people don't realize that pets function as biological pacemakers. High-stress individuals often subconsciously sync their heart rate and breathing to their pet's resting state. This is a form of interpersonal neurobiology. Without that calm anchor, your own nervous system can become dysregulated. You might find yourself unable to sleep, not just because you're sad, but because the rhythmic sound of your dog's breathing was the all-clear signal your brain needed to enter deep REM sleep. You are essentially experiencing sensory withdrawal. 3. The silent witness phenomenon. A pet is often the only being who sees us in our most private, unmasked moments. They are the silent witness to our lives. They don't know about our career failures, our social anxieties, or our bank accounts. They only know our presence. When that witness is gone, a specific part of our identity feels erased. We lose the version of ourselves that existed only in their eyes. The version that was purely the communication has shifted to a new form. If you are sitting in a quiet house today, feeling the heavy prediction error of a missing presence, please know that your pain is not a sign of brokenness. It is a biological and spiritual testament to a bond that was and is real. Your nervous system is currently learning how to carry a love that no longer has a physical shape. Be patient with your heart while it rewires. The science tells us our bodies are seeking safety. The soul tells us that love is the ultimate safety, and that energy never truly dissipates, it only changes form. As Edgar Cayce suggested, these companions are participants in our evolution. They taught us how to love without words, and now they are teaching us how to connect beyond sight. If this perspective helped you breathe a little easier today, please consider sharing it with someone else who is walking through the silence of a grieving home. Don't forget to subscribe as we continue to explore the deep mysteries of the soul and the science of the heart. Until next time, keep honoring the bond, trust the recalibration, and remember, you are never truly walking alone.